Okay, here we are again. It's about midnight, and as you can see, we got about 12 minutes until my refresh. Things are looking a little bit better. Hell Thursday is past us, and starting to accumulate some actual home wins for a change, which is a little bit more what I was used to. So that string of losses was just absurd. Now, as far as whether or not that was caused by me changing my lineup to and supplementing those two relievers and the two position players, I honestly don't believe that's the cause. I just think it's the bad strings that we get into, because I have played through the week with that other team and done equally as well. So nonetheless, let's knock out these games so I can get to sleep. While this is running, I'll flip over to YouTube, see if any questions have come in. Okay, so I did have a question about prime players and their availability. Here's the trick. If you want to know if a player is available, you just got to check within the player book. So it's a bad time for me to talk about this. I'll wait until this game is over and I'll jump you to where exactly what I'm talking about. If they show up there, then you're safe to assume that you're going to be able to land them as a prime. If they don't show up there, then they are, at this point in time, out of the game. So, for example, Lincecum was available at the beginning of the year because he had signed with the Rangers, but then they dropped him and he subsequently was not available. So if we go home, we go into challenges, we go into collection, and we start looking at various teams. Let's go to the Rangers, see if Lincecum is available. It would be T because it's my first name, so we see T. There's no Lincecum there, so therefore not available. Whereas let's look at Red Sox, because, for example, Pedroia is in and out, and let's see, we got Pedroia currently is available, and let's see, probably Clay. Excuse me. Battling some illness here. Okay, let me get these games out of the way so I don't cough into the phone as much as I have been. So Lester here has winning streak, and he's fairly strong when he's not ahead, and then it gets pretty darn tough when I do take the lead. Although I have seen teams come back from that. His other two skills are cleaning up your mess and untouchable. Now, untouchable, I believe, is a great skill because it should not be suffering from what I've talked about in my other video about diminishing returns. So for top-end pitchers, I don't want to see ace on those guys or any of the stat boosters. Well, pitching machine for some reason just breaks the mold, but the other stat boosters I really don't care about as much, or care for as much. Uh-oh. Falling behind. Getting nickeled and dimed here. It's not looking good. Oh, that killed it. Alright, who gave up that late inning? We're talking pitcher change, Davinsky in the 7th. So it was probably the 7th, or it was like the 8th, I think, inning. And Bautista. Looks like, oh, it's a pinch hit. Alright, well. How many losses are we at? That was the first. One-run game. And no reliever meltdown, thank God. I don't like surrendering early runs to Devastators. He's hard to come back on. Surrendering early runs, that is. Oh, there we go. Relief core meltdown. Not mine for a change. It's pretty interesting. You get to see my relief core meltdown pretty regularly, but at the same time, I'm encountering the same thing and killing some other relievers as well. It's just, I don't know. Getting a good bullpen up and running is just horrible. That said, I was extremely happy yesterday as I finally had a skill change ticket that landed on somebody I've been trying to get decent skills on for a while. I'll flip over and show you in just a second to supplement my bullpen. Don't do it. Ah. Loser. Kimbrel. Fail. Okay, so anyways, flip over to league lineup because I'm skilling him up right now. He's in down condition though. So I landed last boss and cleaning up your mess on Addison Reed. Pretty stoked about that. So that leaves me with basically 2 slots in my bullpen that I need to get better skills on. And if Robbie Ross would just do what he's supposed to, he's got great skills, but he's just all full of fail. I just don't get it. Yeah, this does not look good. This will be 3rd loss, I believe. Yep. Yeah, 3rd loss. Oh, and Henry. Henry. Henry here pulled more Dodgers SIGs in 6 months than I have in the entire time that I've played this game. I'll leave it at that. It's just a little frustrating. Ah! Reliever meltdown. Who surrendered it this time? Ziegler. Okay, so that's it for the refresh. So we're talking 4 losses. 5 wins? Yeah, 5 wins. Which, as we saw from my other results, that's significantly better than I had been doing. So we've got quite a number of revenges to do here. One, 0. Some of these vintage cards are just bad. And I'm not a real fan of how they look either. What I wish they would do is, for signature cards, I wish they would add some type of cool background like they have on Prime cards, because when signature players leave the game or are temporarily not available, for example, I've got a signature Dustin Pedroia who showed up as a silhouette on what looked like a normal card. And even though he had great numbers, I'd really like to see that I have a good card there, not some basic, normal, nothing special card. Okay, so we can hit refresh now. We can continue with our revenges. It looks like we only have 1 left. Is that? No, we have, whoa. We have 3 left. It's a lot of revenges. Well, for me, that is. All right, can you hold out now? 1-run lead. Bring in the bullpen to blow the game. No, it looks like Buchholz did it himself. Uehara's in down condition. That's not cool. I really don't have sufficient relievers to bring out my replace my bullpen if they're in down condition, so I just leave them there. Which is makes it even worse. Oh, Carlos, I already had you on my list, and now I'm revenging, too. Let's see if he was a manual play. I've known him to manual in the past. Six to 3, possible. Hard to tell. All right, here we go. Down conditioned pitcher, and let's see how well I can fail at scoring a run against a down conditioned pitcher. Yep, all sorts of fail. 1-run game. Jeez. That's pathetic. It's not a revenge too, so extra points for you there. All right, 1 left, I believe. No, we are through everything, so now I can head off to bed. Try and get over this cold. Okay, thanks for watching. Questions are slowing down. Hopefully doesn't mean viewing is, but I'm still open to anything. If you have something, fire away. I'll try and remember to answer it, and we'll catch you next time. Bye now.